Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Brian?
Another day, another dollar.
Yes, sir. Well, we hope so at least, huh?
Yeah. Another day, another breach.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That sounds more like it. No, just kidding. Just
More
kidding.
realistic.
We've been trading well on this stream. We can't knock ourselves. We've been doing good. We've been doing
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. True.
That being said, I am unenthusiastic about the indexes today. I don't love where we're opening. Yesterday was a choppy, rangy day, and we're opening kind of smack dab in the middle of yesterday's range. We have FOMC minutes being read at 2 p.m. today, and kind of both of those things combined have me with some lower expectations. I was telling Brian to take a loss pre-market in yesterday's opening print here at the 22,257.75, and this area of chop kind of through here, I got myself caught up in a little bit. I got my original long was I got long here off the opening print, and then I tried another long after this spike below. This also lines up this trade here. This was the 3 a.m. We've talked about the London 15-minute orb. This spike below on this 5-minute candle right here was the a spike below the 15-minute London orb, which we did get back up above, but I was aiming for higher up at 22,312, and so I ended up eating a couple stops here, getting trapped up in this chop, unfortunately.
Ooh, gold. Gold is taking a nice drop right now in my favor.
Nice. You don't. I don't. If you want to share your screen at any point,
Yes, sir.
feel free.
Why you have to remind me each time, I don't know.
No worries.
You'd think I would be in the habit of this. I guess it's because I do most of my trading when we're not streaming, right?
Yeah. It's definitely an adjustment for sure.
Yeah, we only stream up to 6 hours a week, and I trade way more than that. There we go. Go, gold, go. What I'm doing is I'm trading on that Forex account, that FunderPro, that 200K drawdown that I like to show.
Kind of dig out of.
Yeah, I need to dig out of it, and it's good entertainment probably for anyone who suffers from drawdown, just to show that it can be done. I'm just playing this trend. When this is the first trade I've taken since we were streaming last week. First time I've traded on this account, so trying to stick to just using this one on the live stream. What I have is 3 large positions. I've been adding to it, so it started out as 1 position. Let's not let the dollar amount fool us, right? Because it's a 200K account. Yeah, it's just been trending down, kind of, due to the news you mentioned a moment ago, the FOMC meeting minutes coming up later today. Yeah, so you kind of started the day knowing, like, well, this is going to kind of be a chop shop a little bit. It could trend, but I think, like, it would normally go, you're going to be thinking, oh, I'm doing great, and it's going to just turn against you. So definitely one of those days.
I haven't looked at gold in probably since our last stream, and
Really?
but yeah, so it looks like we're kind of we came back up to that all-time high around on this gold futures 29.6850s, and rejecting for the second time now.
So I'm playing it off key level up high, which was part of the all-time high region, and a downtrend intraday. Been keeping my eye on that. I did not trade. I traded London a little bit on 2 of my futures accounts. Did good. Did several hours ago. Met one of my quotas on my funded account and almost have another eval passed. So I'm crossing my fingers there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So in terms of what I'm watching for today, I know I mentioned my expectations are lower. This is the NASDAQ hourly chart. We can look at this over here. I have ES. Yesterday we were gapping up. We got the move down right before market open, and we moved down. We basically chopped the rest of the day, and then we got this big strong push in the last hour to kind of close back near the highs. NQ didn't get quite as high. I wasn't real interested in shorting the daily chart yesterday, and I'll explain why. And today, today is slightly different, where I'm more open to either direction. If we look at the daily chart, this was our daily bar yesterday, and so this is just a big strong daily uptrend. I'm not real interested in trying to catch that top and be the first one in shorts. If I'm going to be in shorts, I want something that can move down, strong over a couple days. But since yesterday we put in this kind of indecision doji bar, under yesterday's low, I think shorts are super valid for the daily chart to see a daily pullback. But we also kind of have a bit of a one. We've tested higher. We have a bit of a 1, 2, 3 daily bar to the upside. So I think we could hold the overall strength and continue higher. But I think yesterday's bar could put in the start of a daily pullback. So today I am more open to trades in either direction than I was yesterday, for example. And looking at the daily chart and how we closed yesterday and all that stuff, that's kind of how I use multiple time frames to decide all of that stuff. For me to get long, I'd like to see us get over yesterday's opening print at 22,257 and look for a potential higher low over that level that we can then target for higher. So I'll probably be waiting a little bit at market open here. We'll put Brian's screen back up since he's in a trade.
While we were away from my chart, I partialed out 33% of my trade during this low wick here. I'm not going to let it scare me. The account's in drawdown. I need to be patient and try to wait out an obvious
catch a good winner
trade. Yeah, I think it has a good chance for falling down further. I have my take profits set and I'll stand by them. I won't adjust them. I don't think I'll adjust them unless I see an indicator of some sort tell me that it is price is moving against me or something. But stop loss is usually, as usual, are up near that trend line. Typically just on the other side of it. That's sort of like my safety line.
About 20 seconds till market open here.
Yeah, and that's kind of scares me because everything can jolt right when that happens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, holding anything in the market open is a bit of a risk because it could pop one way, either way quickly.
Yeah. So and here it goes, right?
We are open.
Okay. I think gold's going to sell off, but I love shooting my opinion off my mouth, but I never trade by my mouth. I trade by the chart. I just have that gut feel it's going to go down. We've been playing these high numbers for a while, and right now it's currently at a nice volume level where a lot of traders have consolidated in the past 12 hours. Got a nice little pop early in the session back during Tokyo on a futures account trading gold.
Nice, nice. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking at some different individual names here.
Just filling time with words.
How's everybody in the chat doing? Have you guys traded at all today?
So gold's right on the consolidation area right now, and it's going to 50-50 either way. So $20 says it goes against me, and I have to jump out. Oh, some interesting news for me trading. So I have been tracking the US 30, or I guess in futures it's what, the YM?
YM, yeah, the Dow,
Yeah. So I've always favored its speed and motions a little bit better than other things like the NQ. Just personal favoring. And so I've started adding it into my trades a little bit, just kind of slowly getting it in there. I've been getting a little disappointed on days when gold, maybe I missed the move, and I don't want to force the setup. I missed my setup by 30 minutes or little stories like that.
Yeah.
I keep having, little personal moments of the fish that got away, and I'm not going to chase it. I'm just not going to chase it. And I think I just finally got fed up, in the last month or so of missing my gold opportunity. So I've been throwing in the Dow a little bit in there.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. So, and it moves, to me, in my experience, it moves relatively nothing compared to gold. Like, they're so not related that.
Yeah. If anything, sometimes I notice them move kind of opposite, but I don't think it's necessarily one of those things where like they have to move opposite.
Yeah. Like right now they're moving parallel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's sheer coincidence in my mind. You're going to get that 33% of the time, right? They can only go up, down, or sideways. So yeah, sometimes it's going to move like gold. I don't think it's correlated. Not a lot, at least. I'm sure people could disagree, but I'd love to hear the reasons why they think that. Then I'd love to see the success rate they have on that, making money.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that's the way to do it. To correlate them. I do think it's a good idea to have it. Is like if gold sometimes slows down during the New York session, having another asset that you're kind of familiar with and like to trade is a good way to go about it.
Yeah. And that's it. That's just, you pegged it. It's just, hey, gold is dead right now, or exhausted, or not set up yet, or I missed the setup. Okay, let's switch over to the Dow. I like that index. I've been like, I was playing with platinum for a while. Here comes gold now. Come on. And platinum moves along with gold too much in my mind. I mean, to me, it's like, pick one or the other. But when you do both, well, here's what I find. If I take a little loss on one, I took a little loss on the other. So I just like, what's the point?
Doubling up.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm just staying patient right now. Little bit of a mixed bag. The market itself hasn't really gone anywhere. I'm still in between my ranges of levels. Just patiently waiting. Looking at some individual names. Tesla and Microsoft are two names I'm watching in terms of individual names this week. Ashton, good weekend, man. It was a good weekend. I guess it actually could have been better. I had hockey out of town. The weather was terrible for the drive, and we lost in our playoff games that I had. So
oh no!
It could have been better, but it was all right. It was like, I can't complain. I was out playing some hockey with the boys, so it's always fun when you get to do that.
And we have a hell of a cold spell in the U.S. right now.
Yeah, it's like, I think it was 7 degrees this morning. That's not the feel, but that was the temperature with wind chill. It's even even colder.
I mean, God, I'm down in low end of Texas, and I'm in a hoodie and long sleeve right now. Savor the flavor, because it doesn't happen often with my shirts. I'm usually a t-shirt guy when I'm trading.
Yeah, I know. The stress gets to me, I start sweating.
I came prepared today too. I have like a little beaker of coffee here to pour in my cup.
Nice.
So the only thing I might have to go do is take a bathroom break later.
So YM week out of the gate, RTY, NQ, ES all trading above their opening prints. YM the only one below it right now.
And check out gold right now on the 5-minute, man. It is just like, I mean, rejection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 10, 11 to 12 rejections in the past 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Yeah, see, here it goes. Come on. Because I think if it could break that rejection, it is going to go south.
Yeah.
And I'm tempted to move one of my TP levels just to make sure this sucker gets out of drawdown finally. I keep saying, oh, I'll demonstrate passing this on live stream, FunderPro, and then I'll demonstrate it in a funded account. And then I get all caught up on my other accounts.
Drawdown for, hey, you're still hanging on though. You haven't blown it for as much as you've been battling.
What I tend to do with this account, right? I save it for the live stream because I think it's fun to watch. But if I've already made my keep on funded accounts or something else that isn't in drawdown, it's kind of nice to come over to something like this and play with it, because I take it seriously and I'm not just chasing and making up trades.
Yeah.
But I'm also in a moment of like, okay, I successfully traded on several other accounts earlier in Tokyo, mid-London, pre-New York, and I'm not going to blow those profits right now. So I'm done with those accounts for the day.
I like it.
I mean, I'm like about to pass another one, and I'm not going to blow that on Wednesday.
We got NQ pulled back into its opening print. Same with ES. See if it holds or starts to break down lower.
And see, anyone trading gold right now, this is hell if you're trading a live account, because look at these are long wicks, grabbing your take profits, probably grabbing your stop losses, back and forth, whipsawing. Man, if you're not already in a trade with gold, I don't know what to tell you. I'd short it now for sure. I wouldn't wait. But then you're going to get stopped out probably. These wicks are crazy.
Yeah, I'm still playing the waiting game. Don't want to rush into anything today.
What's the ATR right now on gold? Let's see. I'm going to add an indicator. ATR. It's like 30. Where'd it go? Oh, I already added it twice.
Why? Yesterday's low. NQ starting to reject pretty harshly on the 5-minute.
3.21. That's a high ATR. I'll tell you what, yesterday, man, I had no fun trading. I made one trade, literally lost like...
Yesterday was tough.
I lost $46. And it just $46. I copy traded across 2 accounts, so 46 on 2 different accounts. They're 50K accounts.
I'm gonna try an RTY long, by the way.
Cool. Anyway, so I jumped out, never traded again yesterday. I just thought, I don't know what was with the market, but it wasn't for me. I missed my setups. I'd go get a coffee and miss my setup. It was like, what is going on? And that's, by the way, Tyler, that's what topped it off for me, was too much missing out yesterday.
Yeah.
I said, that's it. I watch the Dow all the time. I'm accustomed to it. I'm going to start laying some trades down on it now, because what I kept missing was my gold setups. So.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Like I said yesterday, we had that chop. I caught a nice on my futures account, FunderPro futures account. I caught a nice long pre-market in the overnight session, and was holding some runners, trying to hold them into open, and then we got that dump right before open, and so I got stopped on those. And from there, I don't think I took a lot. I think I took maybe one or two more futures trades and kind of won one, lost one. It was kind of a really choppy, tricky day for sure.
Yeah, I hear that.
So I got in the RTY longs. We are bouncing at yesterday's low on the Russell. See if it ends up holding or not. We did gap under a green bar, which I don't love.
Ashton traded the DAX.
Oh, nice. Is that new to you, Ashton? Scrooge, Jacksonville, Florida 2. I hear you. I haven't been keeping up on the chat. I gotta get caught up. Dad's cold here, even in Jacksonville.
Who actually makes money on the DAX? A lot of people do that, I know. I've never really tried it much. I've actually tried it because I feel left out sometimes when some of my friends do get on it.
Yeah, Tom Hugard, maybe? I don't know. I don't know who else.
Gosh darn, Gold. Just wanted you to get out of drawdown.
My desk is like a graveyard for empty coffee cups right now. Well, my Tesla longs are doing pretty well. My RTY, let's see, RTY starting to fail, pulling back into the opening print. See if we can hold the opening print. That's what I'd like to see. I have a stop under the low of the day. $325 worth of risk. Tesla, I took a Tesla trade. We got over a level I had, and it was showing some relative strength to the market itself. Tesla's been kind of likes to move on its own. It likes to do its own thing recently, it seems like.
Maybe we'll get to trade SpaceX.
Yeah. There was news about, they came out about his, which I don't know if this would help Tesla or not. I guess it might, because his AI is probably integrated into Tesla, but that the his company XAI's chat model was just released and is ranking #1 among testing for like coding and reasoning and stuff compared to all the other chatbots out there. So I don't know if that news could play a little sympathy towards Tesla. I think it could, because I think everyone thinks of Tesla as the EV vehicle company, which yes, obviously they are, but they have the autonomous driving portion of that. The CEO of Uber already said he'd like to make a deal with Elon as opposed to battle Elon in that arena. And then the like the robots that you can buy for like in your house, and the AI that's integrated with those, I think those are going to be something that blows up. So we'll see. We'll see. Zoe Turtle said you both work for FunderPro. I do work for FunderPro in their marketing department, working on some of their social media stuff. Brian does not. He just was a customer and a trader. who we had seen have some success, and we had him on one of our AMAs as a guest. And then when we were building the stream and looking for people that we would like to invite on, he was one of those people. And yeah, so Brian does not technically work for FunderPro now.
I'm just a television model. No. No, I'm not even the face of it, but I like it. I believe in it I favor it on the Forex side for sure.
He's my trusty sidekick. Yeah. We started with a few of us, but we're down to just us two now. ES still holding its opening print. NQ still trading below.
Oh, thanks, Scrooge. That's a nice thing to say.
We do appreciate you, Brian.
Thank you. Hey, I'm a little closer to launching my YouTube channel.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. But which would be very cut and dry, unedited. It would just be live trading, live streaming only. Not in the market to do any clips, shorts, TikToks, Instagrams. No, just live trading on YouTube is all it would be. I've had the channel for a while. I also registered in my personal LLC that I've had for quite some time for trading tax purposes on personal stuff. I've locked in the name since then for a YouTube channel. I'm not going to disclose it right now.
RTY currently holding its low or putting in
Steve stocks.
Decent looking 5-minute bar. Zing, we don't not daily as of right now. That's definitely a possibility in the future, but for right now we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, unless there's holidays or something like that. Reminder, code RISKLIFE will get you the best discount off of any account on FunderPro Forex or futures. Tesla showing some nice relative strength, up almost 2.75% on the day. Oh, the way ES is holding the opening print is tempting me to try along, but I think I'm just going to let RTY ride for now.
Okay, gold is in a decisive spot for me, so if it breaks that line, I have to exit. So again, I have all my alerts, audibles, traveling through the same speaker I do for this live stream, so that you can't do them at the same time. So you should not be hearing any of those alerts, right, Tyler? I hope you can't.
I don't hear any alerts now.
Okay, because on my side it's like bam, 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 ding, 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 attention, attention.
No, I can't hear any of that.
Okay, good.
NQ broke down the new lows on the day, by the way. ES broke below its opening print, and that was new lows for New York. RTY is still holding yesterday's low, pretty nice low.
I have to be cautious with this. This could actually come in. That. What do you think? I could add to gold right here with a suit and just make the stop on the new position would be extremely tight, same as the other two. 1, 2, 3, basically 4. This would be like the 5th bounce off the downtrend. SOB. Jesus C. Gold probably drop now. I'll jump back in if it does, but I have to get more indication that it's dropping. Okay, that really just pissed me off because I was going heavy. You know, all I did was lose a little bit of profit off the account just now. I'm just trying to demonstrate getting out of drawdown on that darn account, demonstrating it here on this live stream, but it has just been a solid rocket against me lately. For anyone who joined late, like I was talking to Tyler earlier, I typically don't trade my other accounts that I trade throughout my night during London, because if those do good, I lock it in, I get out, save the accounts for another day, and I kind of switch over to this account. I think people would benefit more from watching me get out of drawdown than watching me add more profit to a profitable account.
So Ryan Poulos said, may I ask why you entered at a support level, or what was your reason for the entry? And you can obviously answer this, Brian, however you want. My take on that, Ryan, from a bystander, was that the support level had been tested repeatedly over and over and over and over again. And I know one of the theories that I use in my trading is kind of like the knock theory. Like the more something knocks, eventually you're going to let it in, it's going to break, right? And typically the more something knocks on a level and tries to break it, when it does eventually break, it breaks with even more power. So I took that as it had held a bunch of times, it was testing it again, and he thought there was a good chance that it could break. I don't know if Brian, if that kind of has anything to do with your reasoning or not, but that's kind of the way I was taking it.
Yeah, same category. Some people might have missed when I actually jumped into the trade, and I jumped into it after it tested off this downtrend line that was already established, solid, and I had an engulfing bearish candle here, and I went in somewhere around in here. I had another bearish candle, then it bounced up a little, played that, took a little profit. So I was actually way back in this other zone. So, you know, yeah, I missed out on withdrawing everything down in here, but I didn't want to. I was really trying to, wanted it to go further down. That's really it. And this area here, I don't consider it a support level necessarily, although it is to lots of people. But it's an area of consolidation, point of interest. That's the volume profile. It's the point of control for the day so far, all these things. Just came down with a lot of force. And then, you know, I always say it, you have to be willing to change your mind the moment the market says change your mind.
ES NQ boasting a nice bounce. YM seeing some buying as well. My R2I trade is starting to work out here.
No, Ryan, you don't always have to wait on a candle close, because it's a bit subjective, the statement, due to the multiple timeframes that you could be monitoring your instrument in. 1 minute, 5 minute, 10, 15, 30. So for me, I'd already had a closed candle, and I was just I was entering slowly, cascading some positions while the overall movement was still bearish in the time frame that I was monitoring it in. Now, good question though, but when you're not at the keyboard of the trader, it's I know it's difficult it's easy to assume some of the actions we take, right, Tyler?
Sure, yeah, definitely.
You know, why did you enter on that green candle to short it? It's like, well, on my time frame, it was bearish.
Yeah, you could be looking at a different time frame. You could, a different trend, a different. There's a lot of nuance to it.
Yeah, and there's analysis paralysis. There's don't load up too much on the chart.
Yeah.
I look at the 4 hour and the 1 hour, but I don't trade off of them. I just like to know where the market's at for the day or the week. But
the ADU philosophy was asked a couple times about discounts. I put it in the chat. Code risk life will get you whatever the biggest discount currently running is on either FunderPro Forex or futures. Scrooge, the thoughts on FOMC news at 2 p.m. Not really. I don't even, to be honest with you, I'm not even sure what the FOMC minutes are compared to the actual FOMC data. I don't know if they're just kind of explaining the reasoning in the minutes or what. But yeah, I don't know. It's not something I follow very closely.
Yeah.
I don't know if Brian looks at that any differently or not, but
it's just them talking about their recent meeting. I mean, it provides insight to a certain detailed level of what their meetings contain. And there are a lot of big investors that wait for that, right? And then move based on that.
Sure.
You won't see me trading anywhere near that time. Hell no.
My RTY trade is starting to get close to 1-to-1 R here. I have a level up above that we're coming into. I'm going to tighten my stop.
What's that?
I tightened my stop on my RTY, trade.
Okay.
I'm not going to break even quite yet, but tighten the stop up a little bit. NQ still showing some weakness among the indexes. Scrooge, if I had any thoughts on the FOMC minutes, it would be that it's kind of slower market movements that we're kind of having, this kind of consolidation among the indexes. Could be a bit of a waiting game for those minutes. Yes, really fighting that OP.
Since I'm a big gold trader and taking into consideration the most recent news on gold in the US with the audit that's going to happen on Fort Knox, that could be really interesting. If a significant amount of gold were found missing from Fort Knox, which is what they're curious about, the price of gold futures would likely skyrocket. It's like even if gold doesn't, or missing gold, physical gold doesn't directly impact global supply, just the perception, right? Like, oh my God, there's less gold than previously thought. The prices could push up due to like fear or scarcity fear in investors. I don't know, or maybe it's the opposite. Something would happen.
Yeah, it's interesting either way.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that something might shake up gold to the point of like ultimate rise or crush, and just make sure you're on the right side of that on a trade.
Noob trader, no, there is no restricted news today. Tomorrow and Friday, I believe we do have some restricted news. Ashton, I think so much of trading has to do with your mental state and being aware of that, actively aware of your mental state and your emotions, and I think that's such a big factor.
You mean like don't trade drunk?
Well, you know, maybe you thrive while inebriated. I don't know. Maybe
hey, you know,
maybe you need one shot of whiskey in your morning coffee. I'm just kidding. That is not trading advice.
It's just an Irish coffee.
But yeah, being sharp and clear-headed is the way to go.
Yeah. Hey, you know, maybe one day you can live stream. I'll join. We do it in the U.S. nighttime, maybe during Tokyo evening hours for us, and then we can take shots while we trade.
Yeah, there you go. I'd be in for that. We'd have to do it on like a new challenge or eval account or something.
Yeah. Be here like happy, and one of us is crying, emotions all over the place. I can't believe she left me. Click and pray. Yeah, it's funny. Ashton made a funny. Okay. Gold. Okay, I'm about to push the pedal again on gold here. I'm not going to be its little bee.
I like it. I like it.
I'm about to put on my big boy pants.
I tried a little SPY long, which you could take an ES long, but we're failing the opening print. I thought we may get the break of the opening print. We finally got NQ into the lower level here though, so I'd like to see how that reacts. Yes, gave us a little spike to low a day.
Gold is obviously ranging. So I guess I'll be playing the range game. Here comes gold. Okay. Oh man. Let's put in another position on gold. Don't try this at home. I am a professional. No. Okay, so the reason I added to a position on gold just now is I'm watching the relative strength index on another system. I do that sometimes just to catch its momentum. And damn it, I was hoping to catch this candle at the highest bounce, and now it's proving me wrong. I'll still stay in the trade. When I'm catching a 5-minute candle in motion, I'll watch the RSI a lot of times and catch it coming through its own average. So I believe a lot in the RSI passing through its 50 to its midpoint at 50, shorting when it's south of it, going long when it's north of it. I don't base my trade solely off that, but I like it as an extra boost of confidence. I don't know if FunderPro has. I know it has a RSI, but I don't know if it does an average at the same time. Stochastic. I think the FunderPro one is just one line. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Back to the drinking and trading thing. I don't know. I think it probably depends the kind of drunk you are. It might throw off your trade analysis and make you less fearful, but it also might make you angry when it goes against you if you're an angry drunk. Interesting index action here. RTY and YM now showing some strength. NQ continues to be weak, but I do have it at some levels, lower levels right now. It's seeing a little bounce. ES got the spike to new lows and now is getting bought back up to the opening print. Curious to we see a little bit higher here. The RTY trade that I'm in is I'm up about $200 right now. And my stops at $185 a risk. So right around 1-to-1 R here. Like to see if all four indexes could start moving in unison with some strength here. R2I has some nice room above.
I don't understand that. No.
NQ breaking down lower now. That was short-lived.
I think you stayed out of the market altogether on Monday. Monday?
Yeah, it was what, President's Day with the holiday?
Here in the US, but I dabbled in London a little bit.
You traded in London a little bit?
Yeah. Nothing to brag about, just sort of a break even.
Yeah.
Got in, got out.
I think I might have tried a couple trades, but nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing to write home about, that's for sure.
Come on. Sometimes what I do on this breached account reminds me of how I used to trade when I couldn't ever get anywhere years ago. You know, you can look at it two different ways. It's right now I look at it like I entered a trade to go short on gold, but I did it about half a step ahead of my complete setup, and that's how you sometimes catch it, you know, at a really good point. The huge reason why I don't do that on funded accounts is because the loss rate's too high. But if you gain something, you have a lot to gain. I'll only do that on like these breached accounts. Funny how only on a breached account will I trade the way I used to trade when I would lose most of the time.
Starts to. Why do you think that is?
Well, again, I'm actually getting in slightly ahead of myself, but I'm doing it on purpose right here. I just put it like this: I understand it better now. I see it as I got in ahead, so I'm not going to hit the wall all mad or anything.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I'm trying to take the big move. Yeah, I'm trying to get this account out of drawdown. And yes, I'm trying to do it the easy way. You know, if I were to take a couple on a 200K account, take a couple point loss, I would just turn around and for a day I would trade it normal, get it up to speed, and then I'm gonna try to blast through it. Not through passing, just blast through, get it out of drawdown. That's a development method. I bet you got some version of that too, where when you're in drawdown, and I know you could take the textbook way out of that conversation and say, oh, I'm going to lower my lot size. I'm going to go in smaller. Okay, that's fine too. Personally, I don't have the patience for that when I can't.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I start kind of swinging for the fences a bit. I may take like my initial entry as being a little smaller, and then once I get it like a little bit of cushion where I can add into it and adjust my stop, like I'll do a more aggressive add into it to kind of try to get my entry point where I can have some bigger size and some tight risk. Man, the Tesla relative strength today is impressive. Yes, still fighting these lows. RTY kind of starting to reject here. I'm still in the trade. My stop's underneath the RTY opening print. YM kind of rejecting its opening print for the time being. RTY the only index above its opening print right now.
Anything to show on your chart?
Yeah, here I can show it.
I'll yell out if something happens on mine.
Yeah, so this is the RTY entry here. I don't have the level marked, but I'll mark it now. 2286.10.
Gold, the leading cause of failed accounts. Yeah. Hello, Andrew.
All right, so I have a RTY level here.
Okay.
So seeing a little resistance there isn't real surprising, but we have the opening print, which is what I have my stop under here.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like I got the right price.
See, everybody, I like the way Tyler trades. I don't care what you say. I don't care what people say, Tyler. I like you. Just kidding, man.
No, you're good. You're good. I
like to see your trades too, because you know we're similar but different. You know.
Yeah, for sure. What you were just saying reminds me of the Anchorman quote. When I actually might even add into this RTY trade. I think I'm going to. The Anchorman quote when the dog eats the giant cheese wheel, and he's like, "Baxter, you ate the entire cheese wheel? I'm not even mad. That's amazing." don't know why that made me think of that.
Yeah. Now that you say it, I
Obviously, it's a
remember
terrible Will Ferrell impression, but
yeah, but I'm not even mad at 10%.
RTY I added into this. I think we have room up to near yesterday's high at 2300, which is another 14 points on RTY, which is a, or I'm sorry, yeah, 14 points on RTY, which is a really nice move on RTY. ES holding this low here. We're starting to see some buying all around.
Baxter. I love the scene where what's the guy's name? Jack Black. He's a biker.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's the first or second movie, but he drop kicks Baxter off the bridge.
Off the bridge. I can't remember if it's the first or second one either, but that is hilarious. I think it might be the first one, to be honest with you.
Because he's like, that's how I roll.
Oh, it's funny.
The look in Will Ferrell's face. Baxter.
Nice 5-minute bar on the ES here. Back over the opening print. I'd love to see us trade up towards yesterday's high on ES.
Tyler, what time of day are you putting in your first trades if it's before the stream? You're in Eastern time US, so
yeah, I mean, I'll keep an eye on like the kind of the overnight Asia session. And if something's like playing out where I have a level that appears to be holding, or I like the daily chart or something heading into the next day, I will sometimes put a trade on during Asia. But I would imagine my win rate's probably not very good when I do that. Sometimes I catch some serious bangers that way because I'll kind of just go to bed and hold them overnight. But I would say my win rate's probably pretty low doing that. But then there are days like when my wife works night shifts, I will get the kids to bed at a decent time and I'll lay down and kind of take a nap and sleep from like 8 to midnight or 8 to 1 a.m. or whatever. And then I'll get up and trade London a little bit sometimes.
Okay.
It just kind of depends. I don't do it all the time. I just do it occasionally. Nice push above the level here in RTY. Let's see if she can keep going.
Does your wife kind of roll in when you're I kind of got lost on that part. Does she roll in when you're waking up? Is that
so she's a nurse, so she works 12-hour night shifts. So she works like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and then they have to like give report and stuff. So she does by the time she gets home, it's normally not until like 8:30 a.m. So I'll take some trades like during London while the kids are sleeping or whatever, and then I kind of I'll stop and greet her as she gets home and talk to her for a little bit, and kind of the kids normally get up around 8 or whatever it may be, and do the handoff, and then I come back for New York. So
now a 12-hour, does she do like a 7 on 7 off?
No, she was doing for a while she was doing like 3 days a week, so she could spread it out. She was doing 3/12s instead of doing 4 or 5 days. She was doing 3/12s, and then she recently switched to like a casual, or I think it's I don't know if it's part-time or casual, whatever it is. So she does like 2 days 1 week and then 1 day another week, and she'll occasionally pick up overtime.
Nice. I told my wife that she could quit one of her day jobs after the baby comes.
Yeah. How'd that go?
I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, wait, are you having another baby?
One of her night jobs after the baby comes?
I thought you were like speaking to like your past and something that actually happened.
Eddie from
oh no,
Vacation. That was cousin Eddie from Family Vacation.
Oh, is that a cousin Eddie quote? That's funny.
Yeah, it's cousin Eddie quote. Eddie says I can quit one of my night jobs after the baby comes. Like he doesn't work, but she has 2 jobs and pregnant.
Noob, no restricted news today, Noob.
Okay, if you're not shorting gold, you're late because it is moving hopefully it keeps moving in my favor.
Hans, we broadcast every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Not every day, but every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Except holidays.
Yeah.
Although I would.
And Andrew, Brian is I don't know, you said for next. I don't know if you mean for like next as intraday. I believe Brian is in gold shorts. He's been watching for the break nap.
Yeah. So here we are again, testing to get out of that consolidation zone on gold. It's a 5-minute chart. This current 5, 10, 15, 20, 30-minute span is probably the strongest push. No, this push here would have been the strongest push down. This one's not far behind it, though. Well, hell, they're all good. This is why I'm going short, not long on gold right now. It's going to do Tyler's theory of knock, knock, who's there?
And breakthrough, huh?
Criminal,
I like it.
You know.
The knock, knock theory. Let's go. ES having a hell of a time with its opening print. YM, same thing. It's continuing to reject its opening print. NQ is still lagging behind, down at some lower levels, but still, we're still inside of yesterday's range. I mentioned before the stream that my expectations were low, given we're inside of yesterday's range. We have FOMC minutes later on today. And so far, that has played out as expected.
Okay. Who tweeted what? Because I just went from a $900 positive to a $900 negative.
Who tweeted what? If somebody tweeted something, you know who it was. It's just, what did they tweet?
Yeah.
Tesla seeing a big pullback here too.
Oh, God. All I want to do is have a party. That's all.
Stop.
I'm going to take up smoking on the live stream.
Oh, that's funny. Have you ever been a smoker in your life?
I puff a cigar like once a month.
There you go. I feel like we could do that. We could puff on some stogies during the live stream.
Except indoors with guys.
Yeah, I know. I need a ventilation system.
What is this? 1977?
Yeah.
The 60s. Smoking on airplanes and stuff. How about that Delta flight?
Oh, I know. Yeah, that footage was crazy.
Golly. I don't think a pilot could have tried to do that even on purpose.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's wild.
How about the U.S.-Canadian boxing fight? Did you watch that? The boxing fight on ice?
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, man, I'm a hockey player. Let me tell you, you know I'm into that.
I am for that kind of stuff, but I'm sorry.
I'm hyped for the championship game. I'm excited.
I'm sorry, Canada, but those guys, they knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Drop those gloves. Let's go. Two brothers, man. Those dudes are.
Yeah, that's the Chucks. Yeah.
The parental control that had to be exercised when they were little tots.
Oh man, yeah. Their dad was in the NHL too.
Yeah. And their coach supports everything they do pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was planned. I heard they got a little inspirational call by a certain leader.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear that. Who was it?
President called them up in the locker room.
Oh really? That's pretty cool.
He spoke on the speakerphone. Yeah.
Which, by the way, not to get too off track of trading here, but if you look at what the NHL did with this Four Nations tournament in place of its All-Star game, compared to like the NBA All-Star game and the NFL All-Star game where they're playing flag football, talk about like the right move. Like nobody cares about any other sports All-Star game, but this tournament is being talked about everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because the players clearly care. They're like the checking that was going on in that game reminded me of like NHL playoff hockey where just like the physicality gets turned all the way up.
Yeah, man. And then you say that in the same breath or thought as the NBA All-Star game that took place during the weekend. And, these guys aren't breaking a sweat. I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and what are they doing now in football? Flag football all-stars or something?
Yeah.
I mean, don't even have it. I mean, why, that's a contact sport. Why even have an all-star game? Just make it a contest. Just throw the game out and just. I love watching those dudes do the pass, run, throw. What do they call
the
it?
skills portion of it, like the accuracy and like.
Yeah. I used to love watching some of those QBs do stuff like that. You watch these pro quarterbacks and you think, oh, this one's good, this one's fair, this one's great. When you see them do like a throw obstacle course, they're all so accurate. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, that can change based on if you got a big guy running down to try to kill you or not.
Oh, yeah. But once you get them in an open field throwing at like circle targets, I mean, they're all like proving why they're pros, man. You kind of forget how good those guys can throw. Once they take the defense off the field and they're throwing at objects,
exactly. Yeah, it
is
impressive.
Good. Golly. I guess you got to be that good when no one's running at you in order to be decent when someone's running at you.
Yeah.
I was a big Deion Sanders fan and Colorado Buff, so I'm anxious to watch the draft and see his son get where he's going to land.
Okay.
I think that's April. I think the draft is in April. Oh, and in baseball here in Houston, we lost Bregman. He signed like $120 million deal to go to the Red Sox, I believe.
So I just marked the ES opening print. I'm off by a couple cents here, but you can see ES, we're continuing to reject the opening print here, which means we've literally gone nowhere since New York is open. Let's see if it can break and give us a little bit of a move higher, or if it'll reject again.
Over in the chat, there's some talk with gold. I kind of buy into everything that's being spoken there. Yeah, I think it's gold's either running stops or it's ranging. It's definitely ranging.
My RTY trade, we're now testing that level from above, spiking through it. Like to see this start to get bought back up here. May tighten some stops even a little bit more underneath this swing. Kind of reduce some risk. All right, index is seeing some buying across the board.
Yeah, Scrooge, I agree. I just make sure I don't. It's one of the reasons I don't trade the Asia session is because it would eat into my family life too much. But I don't have little kids anymore, so.
Yeah, that's what I don't like actively trade it either. Every now and then I'll put something on, but did we have news at 10:30? We must have.
We might have some sort because what's going on?
I don't know. We spiked. We're starting to kind of fail that spike. I didn't think there was news at 10:30 today, though. I don't know. Maybe Trump's on the mic.
I know.
Maybe after that. Maybe after that USA Canada hockey game, Trump just announced Canada as the 51st state. JK.
Yeah, that conversation can get politically correct and incorrect.
Really I actually am in no way of supporting that at all. I just I'm just talking shit when it comes to hockey. That's
Yeah. I mean, it's obvious why they booed our national anthem, but
yeah.
I get it,
For sure.
They're being hit up with possible tariffs and
Man, that was an interesting spike on the indexes here. See if it holds or not. There had to be some sort of.
She monitors your trade when you're out. God. See, I'll never give my wife access to my account.
That's pretty dope, monitoring the trade when you're out.
God, you just pissing me off. All right, this
somebody posted that Trump eyes a bigger, better trade deal with China. New York Times. Trump would like to strike a wide-ranging deal with China's XI, one that goes beyond just reworking trading relationship. I think that's what gave us that news coming out is what gave us the pop, but I don't know, the market's failing it here pretty quickly. So
where'd you read that?
In a Discord that I'm a part of. Here, I can send the link. It's from Twitter. I sent it in our private chat, Brian.
Okay.
Tom, hey, good to have you, man. Thanks for joining. And we go live like 15 minutes before market New York open. So for me, I'm Eastern Standard Time in the United States. That's 9:15 a.m. But 15 minutes before the New York open for whatever time zone you're in. All right, liking the RTY hold here. I'm gonna move stops to break even on RTY here. I'm up 3.
Tom's in New York. Well, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
That's all right. So yeah, 9:15 a.m. Tom.
New York.
Well, NQ is pretty much erased the entire 5-minute bar that spiked up. Not quite, but almost. You're gonna get us copyrighted again, Brian.
Yeah, by like MGM or Disney or something.
Yeah.
Just a soundbite. Baxter. That's just impressive.
I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
Gold might try it again. Oh, good job. How do you say this name? Billboy?
In the comments?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. The Dow is ranging.
Oh, yeah, BL boy.
Gold's in a huge range. I might let gold come back down on its range and jump out, if it'll give me the courtesy of coming back to a profit of some sort. And that'll be the moment it finally breaks that consolidation zone, goes to the South Pole.
Pretty different hourly bars. We got that first. We're about an hour into the day so far. YM now not able to break its opening print. ES has finally gotten above, but hasn't gone anywhere since. NQ below. RTY still trading at its level.
This will be up here now. Don't even need that zone. Wait, is that the all-time high? It's not the all-time high. Oh, it is. Wow, need to fix that. Start spreading the news.
Something like RTY may come back and stop me out at break even here. We'll see if she can hold or not.
Ashton is cheerleading gold like me. Down. Down. I can put some luck on this for us.
How are you gonna do that?
Oh, I just start telling it to go down.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Like some YouTubers. Here, I'll cherry pick this stuff. I'll do something in the past. See, here's what you want. You want to short this, and then you want to take profit here. Tune into my channel.
That's what you want to do. Yes. Yes.
Where I
In retrospect.
everything that I should have done.
Now that I look at it, this is what you should have done.
Making fun of it because I don't even expect people to believe me all the time. I mean, if I caught myself listening to myself sometimes, it would be, he's up, he's down, he's talking about the past, he made a profit. So he says, it's like, I know what's truth.
Hey, all that matters is what's in your bank account, baby.
True.
Well, the low expectations today definitely seem to be the move. We've gone a whole lot of nowhere today.
Okay, Gold. Now, this is where I said I would maybe exit and give up. At some point, I do believe in saying it's going nowhere. It's not a producer. Because it's either a producer or it's not. Your trade's either producing for you or it's not producing for you, right?
You just got to be quick to cut it sometimes.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with just saying, I'm done. I'm done with the headache. If it was going, because we've all had days where it goes in your favor, trades where it goes in your favor and you do the perfect setup. And sometimes you do an average setup and you do good. But, when it's just wasting your time too. You jump out, it might go profitable, but sometimes it's just worth getting out because personally, I like fast moves. That's kind of why I don't like to trade Asia too much. It can slow down on me, and then I'm missing out on my favorite TV show or something like that.
Yeah, I agree. Asia's slow to trade. You'll get occasionally like these kind of random big pops. At least, maybe not for gold, but at least for the indexes.
Yeah.
I got stopped on RTY break even. I probably was a little too aggressive with the stop trail, but
I better add another arrow just in case people are trying to learn. So if you keep drawing arrows, everybody, it does tend to go in your direction. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. It's going to go up. Watch, it's going to like... I think about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago, I was, sometimes I'll say, okay, we're going to get off the stream. We're exiting for the day.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm in this trade. It's going to bounce here. It's going to go one of these. It's going to go up or down.
It's going to do one of the two.
Yeah. But usually if you pay attention to, if I do draw arrows and you pay attention to it, I usually do demonstrate where I think it's going or where I want it to go. And it's kind of funny because a couple times here we've ended the stream and it just goes right against my arrow. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, we're not streaming that loss anymore.
Well, that's good. Good timing.
Have you tried magnet? Yes. That's sometimes why I draw the zones because that's like my rabbit's foot. Could just make up a bunch of BS, If it hits my zone A, it usually goes to zone B. I'll draw it after the fact.
Yeah, there's a lot of after the fact trading that goes on social media. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's funny how most YouTubers are successful traders, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. I thought they all were.
5% of day traders make a success of it, but 95% of YouTubers are good. Hell yeah.
Brian just going in with the roast today, baby. I like it.
If I start live streaming like I'm talking about and kind of ramping up to, you'll watch me trade different accounts for sure. But I'll always be a good voice for FunderPro's Forex trading. I really, really like it. I love they're just it's a very honest place to trade.
No doubt about it.
So if you don't have an account, sign up for an account. Use Tyler's Risk Life News. Is that right? Is that your code?
Yeah, just Risk Life. Risk Life is the code. Yeah.
Yeah, Ashton, I don't think they would. You know, I've actually tuned into some YouTubers where I just accidentally bump into someone who says, how I blew my 100K funded account. Like, I love watching people blow an account because then I don't feel so left out. I saw this one guy about a month ago. I don't know. He probably had like a 15-minute video, but I only watched it for about 60 seconds. I think I saw him bust his keyboard or something. I was like, I'm right there with you, buddy.
Yeah, that's I like busting a good. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I've ever broken a keyboard.
Yeah, it's funny because they're usually younger folks. No offense to anyone watching us who's younger, but I'm older. So I probably got like 2 decades on Tyler here.
I don't think that much. I don't know. Maybe. How old are you? You don't have to say if you don't want.
Well, I'm getting to an age where I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do something. Guess my age.
Yeah, there you go.
Get a free account. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm significantly older than you, Tyler.
I'm 34. I'll turn
mean I
30.
Can't learn from you.
I'll turn 35 in December.
Yeah, you're a baby. But a smart one, because offline from the stream, everybody, I do ask Tyler questions sometimes. Because you've been around, you've traded at places, you know the pros and cons. You're a good person to hit up on.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate it.
If you know someone who's been around the block that you haven't been around yet, you might as well just ask them.
Might as well, yeah. That's what friends are for.
Hours of time. Yeah.
So YM with a strong opening print rejection, while NQ has pushed strongly back up into its opening print. RTY starting to sell off a little bit here. ES got that pop above the opening print, but hasn't gone much of anywhere since. Even with this NQ strength we've gotten, ES has been kind of stagnant. It would not surprise me to see NQ reject this opening print. Like I said, my expectations are pretty low. I'm hoping that China trade deal can flip us to a nice bullish trend the rest of the day. I would enjoy that, but we'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
Tesla, which was showing lots of relative strength, has slowed down. Still strong in the day, but I got to trim off on my Tesla trade, but I'm holding a few more cons I'd like to see go higher.
We only demonstrate usually one account that we're trading, and we want it to be typically a FunderPro account. So we're getting asked. I think we get asked that question about once a week, Tyler.
Yeah.
You know, there's an assumption sometimes by our viewership that what they see as trade is all we have, or Tyler also does. You do options and.
Yeah. Like I've traded some options today.
Yeah. I trade lots of futures now.
And my FunderPro futures account. I am funded with futures on FunderPro. Which is what I have been trading, is my funded futures account. Brian just started this 200K challenge on live stream. So he's trying to go through the whole process. He's been in some drawdown. He pulls it out. He gets back a drawdown. So he is definitely been just trying to kind of show you guys from start to finish the process of going through it. And so he's trying to get that challenge account passed and funded, and then he'll trade the funded account live. That coupon code should be valid. I don't know if you typed it wrong, but definitely should work.
Makes me want to go test it.
Yeah, I would be very curious to see if it works for you, to be honest.
Go test the code. I'll test it right now. I don't want to. Risk life. It's good.
All right.
It gave me the little FunderPro fireworks there.
A little FunderPro thumbs up.
When you enter your discount code, it'll go. Scrooge. Frauds. Yeah, I'm fake. If you notice, my gold chart doesn't even match up to the actual gold chart. I'm rigging it completely. You want to talk about that consistency role for the viewer there? You're so quick on your answers there.
Quick question on the consistency role. Is that based on the starting equity balance? I'm on a 100K challenge, and my starting equity balance was 2K higher today than my start day balance. Are you trading the FunderPro futures or FunderPro Forex? I think it's about the same thing either way. Just curious for the math, for the numbers.
Forex.
So the profit target on the 10K, depending on which account you have, so whatever your profit target is. So say if it's it'll take you 3 days to pass the account, basically, is the simplest way to think about it. Try to break your profits up to at least 3 days.
Okay.
But it's based on the total profit needed. So if you need $10,000, if you make 5,000 and 5,000, well, you're at 50% and 50%, you've gone over the 45%. So if you need $10,000, so you need to, for $4,500, you could do 4,500. So if you came in today at 2K, you need 8K left. I don't know how many other days you've traded, but you could get 4K, and you would still be within the consistency rule. Well, I said I wouldn't be surprised if we rejected the opening print on NQ, and currently that looks like that's what we're getting. See if this 2 or 5 minute can start to flip and hold or not.
Gold has taken another stab at a southern direction.
Yeah, everything's kind of moving down now.
I tested the code and it did work for me. It's risk life.
I hate when I have low expectations and I'm right and I'm here and like just disappointed in exactly what I thought was going to happen is happening, but I'm not trading it that way. And
you know, Ashton, that's a good thought, but it shouldn't be case sensitive either. I don't know why, you know, if we have a user saying it's not working, I want to believe the viewer. It worked for me. I tried it just a few minutes ago. Does it not work on certain types of accounts, Tyler?
It should work on all of them as far as I know.
Let me try it on another type. So I've tried it on a swing and a regular one, and it works. Or fast track. Let me try it on regular. Yeah, it works on all three. Oh, gold. Melting nicely. Okay, Tyler, what's your opinion here? Would you jump out, say this thing's going to keep ranging, possibly spike up again, take my profit and run?
Let me take a look.
Okay, I need to at least partial out something.
I would, if I were you, I'd probably be aiming for like the Asia session low.
Yeah. Well, I was like 30 minutes or an hour ago.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take out 1/4 right there because it just touched the little New York low. The Asia low. How low does Asia go? How low does it go? And actually, I do know because I have that recorded on some charts here. Shit. It grabbed my take profit I had set too. So, oh well.
Are you fully out or just partial?
I'm about 60
okay.
60% out, I guess.
Core shed, good man. Hassan, core shed, good. How are you?
I meant the wow. Look at gold.
Ooh, gold dumping.
Okay, get me there. Get me there. Take out a little bit more. I want to see it get to 197 on my equity. I should not be trading based on dollars, but I want the psychological. Come on. Check it out.
We took out the Asia low.
Okay. Yeah, I got out. It might keep going.
Nah, okay. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, so that puts me, what did I do today on that account? Here on live stream. Okay, there's my P&L for today. 3,048.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
That was in drawdown, still in drawdown, but hey, man, I am 1.5% from getting it out of drawdown.
Nice, nice, nice. I like it. I like it.
So that might wait till I could do a long right now. That would really be cool for viewing purposes.
Hey,
let me get my arrows and turn them around.
You, that is up to you, sir.
I'll turn my arrows around. Give me one moment. No, you know, this thing could go anywhere. We got that news in a couple hours. We're getting closer to it by the minute. Well, the meeting minutes for FOMC.
Yeah. Indexes continuing to kind of be stuck in their range.
Yeah. I'm watching the Dow close here on the YM.
Nice push on ES here.
Yeah. Going south, right?
No, it's holding its opening print. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
It held its opening print, getting a nice bounce. Here, I'll show you real quick. ES is on the left. You can see we sold back in. And by the way, people, did you look at all the reactions around the opening print? It's why I use it as a daily level. It's a free market, or that's a great tip. It's a free level that the market provides us with every day. Is that opening print? So
yeah,
I suggest you know, marking it up and keeping it on your charts while you're trading.
So yeah, you know, in the chat there, it's 28.91 for gold is a price that keeps being spoken about. But you know, it could do that, but it could range down to it. It could go straight down to it. I just believe in getting a part of the pie, a piece of it. I don't want to go for a bigger chunk. I bet it could go down all the way down to 2,700 on Forex, but I'm not going to ride that out. How many times, Tyler, have you been in profit on something for the day, you know, by like a nice 1% or more, and then you blow half that or all of it just because you went for a bigger piece of the pie?
Lots of times, more times than I could probably count.
Lots of times. I do believe in logging off and walking away. It does benefit you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the longer you sit there and stare at the screens, the more opportunity and the more likely you are to do some dumb shit. I mean, it's just you're staring opportunity in the face with every candle, and the longer you sit there and stare at it, the more likely is at some point in time, even if you say you're not going to, I've done this many times. You say you're not going to, you're done for the day, whatever it may be. At some point in time, you start pulling the trigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
You watch long enough.
But yeah, gold is so gold finally broke that consolidation area, broke it hard.
Knock knock, baby. The knock knock theory in effect. We got about 10 more minutes. We're going to be hanging out.
Yeah, I believe it's going south. Gold's going to go south again. It's just a matter of time.
Sorry, Hassan. There's not really anything I can do for you on that one, my friend. You're gonna have to figure out that money thing on your own, bruh. I got my own problems, my own bills. There are some giveaways. If you go to our Discord, if you go to our X, you can enter to try to win a giveaway.
Is FunderPro doing an AMA tomorrow?
Yes,
Thursday?
There is an AMA tomorrow, yep.
Do they still spin the wheel?
I think they normally do. I don't think we did last week because we were missing some of the staff who normally like tracks the people in the chat asking questions. And they get entered to win. But yeah, we are doing the AMA tomorrow. It's right around, I think it's like this time tomorrow right now.
Okay.
Actually, I think it's at 11. Yeah.
So I was going to recommend somebody might join tomorrow. Maybe they'll spin the wheel and ask a question, I believe is the rule. Ask a question, get your name put on the wheel.
If you're just involved in the stream asking questions, they normally,
Yeah. I've been on that wheel before, but I've never won. Oh, you good, Scrooge? You got on the short like I did? Oh, good. You recovered some losses. That's cool. Yeah, my arrows are magic.
Good stuff, Scrooge. Good stuff. The magic arrows.
Hawkeye. Yeah. Ashton, yeah, if you just draw those arrows like I do, it'll normally go in your favor. We just all have to hold hands and think positive. Hold our digital hands.
I think we're both flat right now, right?
Yes, yeah. I'm not going to draw any more arrows today.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. We'll see. My expectation is for the market to kind of stay, and gold's obviously kind of moved below its range here, but I'm expecting the indexes to kind of stay in their range and maybe get some reaction this afternoon, either during or after the FOMC minutes. We did have the China potential trade news from Trump that came out, which maybe does help the markets push a little higher here. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Some nice shorts from Brian. I had a chance for some profits on RTY. Ended up stopping at break even. So nothing too bad on my end. But I think we'll probably wrap it up here for today. Noob said he was minus 3,100K account. I recovered 2,500 4 days. That's still good. That's still good, Noob. But all right, everybody, thank you guys for tuning in today, and we'll be back on Friday. We can discuss how the FOMC report was and how things are looking from there. We do have some restricted news tomorrow, Thursday, and I believe also on Friday. You can find that on our Instagram page or in our Discord. One last reminder, code RISKLIFE for discounts on any accounts on futures or Forex. And we will see you guys on Friday. Remember to trade safe. Peace out, everybody.
Goodbye.